going on, y'all? What's going on? There we go. Got to look at that Cowboys preseason game in its entirety, man. Third game. Just trying to go ahead, man, to get to the season. Just trying to go ahead and get the young guys a look. See who we may keep. Let the competitions speak for itself. Who gonna further separate themselves, man? Who gonna show me something, man? All of that into play. So, watching the game, man, although there wasn't too much to see, there was some things though that you can take, man, and okay, man, okay, we might should do that. I don't think I want to lose him. Yeah, you can cut him. Yeah, he's definitely better than him. He improved though, but is it enough? We didn't have all that. Y'all. So we're gonna get into this. Give me a second. Let me write this down. So I won't forget it in my notes, man. Talking to y'all real quick. I just thought of it. All right, man. We up in here, man. All right, so look, man. Let's talk about Bass real quick, man. That guard. Bass. I like Bass. And to be honest with you, y'all, Bass should make this team. When you look at it, right, the only reason why Matt Farniak will ever be in consideration is because of his versatility to play guard and center. But even though Bass may just be a guard, could probably be a swing guard, we can just go ahead and come with the evaluation that Bass is a better guard than what Matt Farniak is as a guard / center. He can add more value by him just being a guard than what Matt Farniak can add at just guard / center. Bass is pretty good, actually, man. He's been balling all preseason. I made an emphasis, man, to look at Bass this game more than usual. A lot of the times, man, the lineman that I make sure that I pay attention to every play is Awesome, Walesko, Bass, or / anybody else, man, for that game. Usually 3 linemen I'm paying attention to this whole preseason, because a lot of the times, man, it's the 3 linemen that was going to go ahead, man, and dictate, man, the depth that you're going to carry through the season. So Bass is a pretty good player. And like I said, if it came down to Bass or Farniak, you got to choose Bass, because if you cut Bass, you're not going to keep Bass. Somebody going to pick him up. Even though, Bass has been going against second, third stringers, Bass has shown you the potential, man. Maybe in the future, or maybe now, I can plug you in if I had to. The Dallas Cowboys have did a pretty good job with these undrafted free agents the past couple years. Getting somebody like, getting somebody like Matt Lepke, who we're going to talk about, talented players that when you look at them ball, like how they didn't get drafted. And there are some players, man, that we had on display, like, yeah, you got to keep them. And Bass is one of them. Man, Bass, I don't remember ever seeing Bass get beat. I don't think Bass ever really got beat, man. There was times where Bass kind of got pushed back a little bit, though, but technically he won that block because he still was engaged. Bass did pretty good. I've seen instances where he got to the second level, which I like. He has good awareness that I like, as far as, knowing when to help, especially with Walesko. There was times where he had help with Walesko, like, yeah, that was right on time. That was good help. That was excellent the way that you see that. Awesome Richards, his ability to pop out at tackle and guard is the reason why you're gonna have to mess around and also keep him there. Matt Awesome built upon his good second game. He also had a nice solid game. Um, there was an instance where I seen him pull, and I seen like, yeah, he'll be a better guard. Like I said, I believe he could probably play some tackle, but he's going to be a better guard. So, for my evaluations from this preseason, if it ever came to the situation of what they're going to do with the two between Tyler and Awesome, Awesome will have to be a left guard. Tyler will have to be a left tackle. But I think we already knew that. But he can play a little tackle. I seen a beautiful block. He made a reach block. It was beautiful. Very good block. And him having that capability to make them type of blocks, like, yeah, okay. He's getting better and better and better. And that's all that you can ask for from your young players, is just to get better and better and better. And Awesome Richards is continue to build up on every week and get better and better every week. So Awesome, you definitely gonna have to keep Awesome Richards, man. See, my thing is, right, they're gonna like, okay, so but what about center? Well, push come to shove, y'all, man. Zach Martin can play some center. Wouldn't want him to play center, but Zach Martin can play center. If push come to shove, if we had to do it. So when I look at things like that, I keep that in mind. Especially when you have guards that can build up on and get the job done. Zach Martin can do it. And right now, if I had to roll with somebody off the preseason after Awesome and Bass, if they had to come in like the sixth man, it'd be Bass right now. Because Bass has damn near had probably almost a flawless preseason. And if he's doing that, if he's doing what he's supposed to do back, all he's gonna do is just continue to get better, continue to get stronger. You might got you a guard there, y'all. Bass can play, man. Bass can play, man. Bass can for sure play. Looking at Hunter Lipke, hey, look, he showed us pretty much, man, what we already knew. Looking at the tape, man, when we first got him, man, the things that we thought that he can do, he put it all on display. It was good that he got the reps. He showed us that he could be a short yardage back with the fourth and the third or fourth and short that he got. I think it was fourth and short. He showed us that, hey, we missing Zeke, so we might not be as strong in blitz pickup. He showed him that he stick his nose up in there, man, and make a solid blitz pickup. I seen that. I like that. He showed that he can go ahead and make plays out of the backfield as far as catching wise, catching the ball in the flat, catching the ball downfield. All of the things that I want in / special teams, I came with this conclusion, y'all. Instead of maybe keeping a fourth tight end on a 53 roster, why not keep Lucky, who can do some things for you? I will go a little shorter at tight end just to keep him on the roster, because I can know I get a bang for my buck. I know that I can get an inside runner, a power runner. I know that I can get somebody, man, that can do pretty much all the little things on offense and do the dirty work. Somebody that can lead, block, catch. I can probably get, like I said, if I had to compare Lucky right now, I will compare him to the Niners fullback. What's his name? I can't think of his name. I think it started with a J. T-Dub, what's happening? So I will compare him to that Niners fullback. And like I said, his performance will make me want to go ahead and go shorter at tight end and just keep the 3 and roll with him and just keep the 4 running backs. Because I believe with the running back committee that we got right now, I believe it's not far-fetched for us to keep a 4th running back. I will be open to that. Because y'all know, just like just like Bass, if you was to cut Bass, if you cut Hunter, most likely somebody gonna pick him up, and you're gonna lose out on him. And I think that what he does, what he can do, I think that sometime this year, like you ain't got to activate him every game. There may be games where it might not be necessary for you to activate him. We might need to go long somewhere else and you could deactivate him. It may not be necessary for that. But there's going to be games where you may want to go ahead and establish some physicality and you might need to activate him. That's why I would think that he'll be more of an asset to this team than carrying 4 tight ends on the 53. And Cooper Rush. I mean, with that, the reason why it's so easy for them to get rid of Greer, T-Dub, is because they brought in Trey Lance. Greer put on a performance like, I seen it from the surface level. Of course, I didn't pay attention to him as soon as I heard that he wasn't going to be here. So I'm like, I'm about to evaluate nobody that's for sure going to get cut. But I think all of that takes into play of Trey Lance coming through. So they like, man, Trey Lance is going to be our developmental quarterback. I like Rush because not only is he a vet and he can help see things, but he can also help with the passing development as far as eyes and everything regarding Trey Lance. So that's why I like that and like him being in that same room with Dak Prescott and Cooper Rush, because I know both of them quarterbacks won't pull a Ryan Tannehill, a Ben Roethlisberger or something like that. I know that they'll go ahead and assist him, even if he came to unseat both of them. I know that they'll come and assist him. So that's why if they didn't have a Trey Lance, then you probably could talk about maybe keeping Greer one more year. But I think we've seen what we're going to see from Greer. It's crazy how he want to go ahead, man, and put on his best performance as a Cowboy when he know he get ready to get cut and he know that he playing for a job. But it is what it is, though, man. It is what it is. Yeah. And that's exactly why, T-Dub, I would love for Lipke to make this team. That's exactly why. It is exactly why. Now, into my next topic, y'all. Although we've been asking for a vet kicker, I believe with that 59-yard kick, I believe Aubrey was going to make the team. I believe he's going to go ahead and be your kicker for the year. So they say they like how he's cool, calm, and collect. He definitely got the leg. Him being able to hit a 59, 60-yarder, that's a bonus. I wouldn't expect him to hit it all the time, even though it'd be nice though. But my thing is, I need you to be consistent in making field goals 45 yards and down. That's where I need the consistency from. If I can get that consistency, then we're going to be all right. It's a plus hitting consistent 50-yarders. To be honest with you, nowadays, kickers gotta, you gotta look for a kicker that can hit a consistent 50-yarder, a consistent 55-yarder, because you got these kickers, man, booting 60 plus now, man. When Janikowski and them did it, we like, damn, he got a leg. It wasn't the norm. But now we're starting to be like it's the norm now. Now we starting to expect it. Like if we had a kicker like that, Raiders kicker Carlson, because I like Carlson. Carlson can kick. Myers, Seattle, man, man. But we got to breed. It looked like Jerry Jones trying to go ahead and go to the route of breeding one on his own, like a Dan Bailey. He trying to breed one on his own. So Aubrey is looking like he about to be the guy for us. Let's cross our fingers because look, if we're gonna be efficient on offense, the kicker is gonna go. It's gonna be essential, y'all, because I don't know too many good offenses, man, that don't have a good kicker. When they look at that Chiefs offense, they like it. Well, Harrison Butker, he comes clutch and he's consistent. When the Rams had that good year with the offense, they had one of the best kickers. You know, Baltimore kicker. Without him, they wouldn't win. They wouldn't win some of the games that they won. So kickers is essential and important to have a top offense. And as expected, with Mike McCarthy calling the plays and with the added weapons that you have, we expecting to have a top offense. Now, I'm not expecting to have the number one offense, but I'm expecting to have a top offense, right? Somebody that's going to go ahead, man, and be consistent. And it's not, I don't think it's too much to ask for top 10, right? I don't think it's too much to ask for, especially with the team that we have. So it's looking like Aubrey is your guy. Let's see. Now, that to stay on the offense with that Schoonmaker, when he scored, that's exactly what you should expect from Schoonmaker. When we talked about him earlier in the year, we talked about him as a short to intermediate type of tight end, and he's showing just that this preseason, right? Somebody, man, that's gonna go ahead, man, and find them holes, man, and find himself open quick. Because, like I said, man, I believe a part of the reason why we drafted him so early, even though it probably you could say it was a reach, was his ability to work the short and the intermediate. Because, like I said, I'll always go back to the Jason Witten and Cole Beasley days. When Dak was clicking, he had somebody that can get open quick in a short to intermediate. And I believe that's key. That's going to always be key for that. It's cool that they want him to hold the ball sometime. But if we're going to get that ball out, you need somebody that's going to be able to get open quick, just like you want to get the ball out quick. And I believe Schoonmaker, not only with his blocking, will assist with that. So that's all I've seen, man, with Schoonmaker. Like, yep, that's why we drafted him right there. I'm not putting no Hall of Fame tight end expectations on him, even though I guess they could say he damn near was a third rounder, I guess. But I'm expecting good, solid production. Bar anything else bad, hoping nothing bad happened to him. But I'm expecting solid production from that tight end. For sure. Kelvin Joseph, man. Like I said, we can't deny that he's showing us that he's improved. But it might be a little bit too late. Eric Scott showing that he, even though he has shown flashes of potential, he's showing that he might need a little bit more time right now, right? So maybe that can open up a door for Kelvin Joseph, because he adds special team value as well. But I still don't think that, even though he has improved, I still doesn't think that he showed enough for us to warrant to keep him. To be honest with you, I don't think he's still showing enough, even though he has improved. We're gonna see how they see it. We're gonna see, because Eric Scott definitely gonna have to make the team, but we're gonna see how they see the situation. Yeah, we was just talking about that, Jay Bird. we were just talking about or at least me, in my opinion, how I would like to go ahead, man, and maybe go shorter on tight end with the 53 and just carry that fourth running back with Hunter. And like I said, he won't be activated every single game. But what he can do for the team, I believe there's going to be games where he's definitely going to go ahead, man, and be an asset to the team and help us do some of the dirty things to win this game, to win some games. I mean, in my opinion. All right, let's go ahead, man, and strike along to the defense real quick, right? We're going to have to talk about, man, our first round pick, man, Mozzie. Now, look, I think Mozzie heard the noise. I think the coaches got on his line, and I think he heard us talking because Mozzie has definitely, that last game, yeah, it wasn't the best. Let's just say that, man. But he definitely improved his game. He looked a little quicker off the ball. It looked like he was putting the emphasis of more effort on there. At least from reviewing the tape, I don't remember seeing him get bullied like we did last game. I don't believe I've seen that. Maybe sometimes, man, where he got a little tilted, maybe a little turned at times. But overall, I've seen the improvement in his get off. So that just tells me that what we said last week wasn't far off. Either you're lazy or you're out of shape. Hopefully it's the out of shape. Hopefully it was out of shape. Because if you lazy and you doing that now, we already done had enough of Don Terry Poe. We don't need another Don Terry Poe, man. We don't need another Don Terry Poe. But I got to give props, credit, where credit is due. Mozzie Smith definitely looked better. I was happy with the improvement that I seen from Mozzie. I seen sometimes, man, where he would go ahead and get some push. You go ahead and stack them blocks, man. I'm like, there we go. See, look, man. Now look. Now we done got people talking about, we not expecting a first round pick. Sometimes you got to give them time. We never not came with that stance of not giving them time though. But there's a certain things that we expect that doesn't need time. And what was being done to him, especially at his size and his athleticism, that had nothing to do with time. That had nothing to do with him being a rookie. That's something that he had control over, whether it be him being his shape or his heart. So they can say what they want, but that criticism last week was definitely warranted. Most definitely. Definitely warranted. I seen because I don't know if y'all remember, man, when I was talking about Tyrus Wheat playing linebacker, and he been playing in the first couple games, but I seen him take some snaps at linebacker, and I was hoping to see that because I don't believe he's an end. I was hoping to see that. Now there was some reps, man, that he did well, and there was some reps that was, but he did show. Because look. Because it's going to tie into what I'm going to say about Harper. Because Tyrus Wheat can do this well, but Harper at this point in time does it better. This team, what Harper brings to the table is a physicality that, and we talking like Overshown is hurt. We not counting Overshown. He's done. He's out for the season. Harper is the most physical linebacker that you have, right? He ain't the most athletic, as we can tell, right? but he's the most physical linebacker on this team. And if you're gonna take that next step, I believe, man, unless you bring a vet that can go ahead and be physical. I've seen people talk about Rashaan Evans. I'm not too sure about that one. Even though I wanted him over Leighton, I ain't gonna lie, I did. Just because of what he brings to the table as far as physicality wise. But if you're gonna go ahead and bring that physical punch, that physicality to the equation, I think you need at least one Harper on your team, or Harper type on your team, whether it be the backup or the starter. And then in this case, it's going to be the backup, because we know who's going to start is most likely Leighton and Damone Clark. That's your two starters right there. But we need that physicality, because Harper, especially between the tackles, somebody that's going to go ahead, man, and pop that guard, meet that fullback, shed them blocks with physicality, man. I think that could be nothing but an asset to this team that's trying to go ahead, man, and improve when it comes down to being physical in the run game, especially in the middle of that defense, man, where you addressed. You addressed the middle of that defense with Overshown. You addressed the middle of that defense with Mozzie. You addressed most likely the middle of that defense, man, with Viliami Fehoko, right? You didn't address that / the edge. You didn't make that investment to be tougher. And I think that has to go with linebacker as well. Expecting toughness from Leighton Vander Esch. I mean, of course, we're not going to expect that. We just expect, somebody, man, that's 250, 260 to play like he 220, 215, right? But I believe that this team, like I said, if they don't go the vet route, if they don't bring in a vet, Harper and Cox got to make this team. Harper and Cox got to make this team. Got to make this team. I've seen people already routing out Cox, but Cox has had a good preseason, so I wouldn't get why people would want to write him off. Like I said, if you get better, then okay. If you get a vet that got some physicality, then you got to keep Cox. Because Cox, man, is your modern day linebacker with speed. And his defense needs speed. Now, I've seen Cox, Jabril Cox come downhill. I'm like, okay. But when it comes to coming downhill, Harper does it better. When it comes to side, Cox does it better. When it comes to coverage, Cox does it better. That's why Cox get the nod over Harper. But what's going to happen? What happens, man, if the D-line all of a sudden climbs up to your linebacker? Cox hasn't really shown too much other than maybe trying to be elusive to go ahead, man, and get rid of them blocks like Harper can, straight up. So that's why I would be more inclined to keep somebody like Harper on this team. That's just how I'm viewing things. Also, to stay on the defense, Simi Fehoko, I'm just gonna just be candid with y'all, just get it to y'all straight up. He's better than Neville Gallimore and Golston. Probably combined. He's better than both of them, y'all. He needs to make this team. I believe he's going to make this team. If he doesn't make this team, I need to figure out what the coaches was looking at, right? Because that man, looking at this one play, man, the tackle was a left tackle. He was on the right DM. Tackle cut block him. He used his quickness to avoid it, man, and got that pressure. I'm like, ooh, a man that size moving, got the quickness like that. See, I don't need you to run no 4.44, 5.40. That's cool and everything. I need you to have that 5 to 10 yard burst. And Viliami got that. And Viliami, ever since he's been playing, since the second preseason game, has been consistent with it and has shown that he can rush not only from the outside, but from the inside. That's somebody that should take Neville's spot in Ghosting. I haven't seen too much for Ghosting. I haven't seen much from him. And what they were trying to do with Ghosting and trying to force him to be inside, that's the same vision that they got for Fajoku. And Ghosting right now is not better than Fajoku, nor Gallimore. So I would hope it would be common sense for that man to make the team. Yeah, I did it. Yeah, I did a video of that on my other page. Yeah, that's a steal. They robbed him. They robbed Isaiah Simmons. They robbed the Cardinals for that. A 7th-round pick. Come on, man. Come on. And having Overshown being gone, shoot, that'll fit right in. Man, I think Isaiah Simmons gonna have a good year with the Giants. I'll be honest with you. I like that pickup for them. Cause y'all know, man, we was liking on can't think of dude's name, but also from Clemson, man. Damn, what's his name, man? That was a Simpson? It was a Trenton Simpson. We was liking that too. We was liking that too. You know, but I guess, man, with Overshown, there's no need for a Trenton Simpson, I guess. You know what I mean? He's not gonna understand it. And they got Marquise Bell and Curse, so I understand it. / Donovan Wilson. Is my boy Donovan Wilson gonna be ready for week 1? Because especially missing Overshown, man, that's gonna be crucial. Is my man Donovan Wilson gonna be ready? That's the question I got. But looking at, the game, man, that's pretty much what it was, man. Yeah, they're gonna have to find a way to get Isaiah Land on your practice squad, whether he got to make the team or what. You do not want to lose him. I don't believe that you want to see. You got lucky with Stevens. Not saying that it was good that he had an ACL injury, but you got lucky that you wasn't able to have to make that tough decision. Now you'd be able to bring him back next year. I believe you got to bring Lepke back, Isaiah Lamb back. Damn, there was another one, man. Can't think of homie name right now, man. Can't think of his name. Damn. But yeah, for sure, them two. Malik Davis, I believe that he'll be a fine backup, but just not for here. We know who the top 3 is. And from what Lepke brings, I'm taking Lepke over Malik Davis. Because I always thought that maybe they would have the potential to carry the 4 running backs. But for sure, I'm taking Lepke over Davis. Davis probably, like I said, he probably have a fine career as a backup somewhere. He's not a scrub, but what we got is just better. Hell yeah, Bird. I feel that. Hell yeah. So, yeah, man. So I would like for this team, for what we have seen so far, Corey, I like for this team to carry the 6 wide receivers. Now, I'll be honest with you. At the 6 wide receiver, we haven't seen, like, damn, you got to keep a certain dude. But I just know how Mike McCarthy gets down, and usually he'll gonna go with the 6. But I haven't seen that dude like, oh man, you just got to keep him. But if we do keep a 6 wide receiver, to me, it's got to be the rookie Brooks. It's got to be the rookie. I'm taking him over for Hoku. I'm taking him over Houston. But there's one dude I would love to see if we can bring to the practice squad, man. I think dude had like 2 last names or something like that. I can't think of his name, man. But he had a few catches in the second half. I can't think of his name right now. But I love for him to carry to the second to the practice squad, man, and try to compete again next year in the preseason. But like I said, if they keep the 6, it got to be Brooks. But I'm not convinced that, now what we gonna do is we're gonna keep the 6 and go a little longer at tight end. I mean 5 and go a little longer at tight end, and then roll with Lepke for 4 running backs. Because like I said, I just think this team gotta have that 3 on the roster and that running back that's on the 53. And I think that running back on the 53 got to be Lepke because of what he brings. That's a tight end / running back / fullback all in one. He has to have a spot. There's going to be games that we have that I'm telling you that he's going to be more important than that 3rd or 4th tight end. I promise you that. Yeah, Schoonmaker can go ahead, man, and do some inline things and some H-back things, though. But Lepke, bro, that's somebody that's going to give you some goal line. I believe he's probably I'll probably be more comfortable with him in pass protection. My inside running, and he got soft hands. And special teams. Punt, return, put on the front line return. They try to do the onside kick, soft hands. Shoot, you probably even put him on kickoff if you wanted to. And be a wedge buster. So there's just too many things that you can do with Lepke for him not to make that 5-3, y'all. Marino Crop. No. No, it's another one. It's another one. Not Cropper. Damn. I can't think of his name though, man. I probably won't have to Google it, man. Damn, I can't think of his name. It's not Drummond. Damn, it's the other one. I can't think of his name, y'all. He might not even got 2 last names. I might be thinking about Cropper, and he might not got 2 last names, though. Corey, matter of fact, Corey, you talked about it yesterday, Corey. Yeah. There you go. Him. Yeah. Billy Johnson. Keep him for next year. Let me see him evaluate. Let me see what he can do next year. Give him a full year, man, chilling, being on the scout team, man. Let me see him next year. I want to see him next year. I definitely, but back to the offense. Yeah. Okay, then Billy Ray. Yeah, okay. You know somebody named Billy Ray, man. You know he gonna have to play some ball, man. Billy Ray. Billy Ray. But I think but Mike McCarthy got he got a tough decision whether he keeps an extra tight end, Lepke, or a 6 wide receiver. Unless you can find a way to get Brooks to the 5-3 and let him develop some more, and they just keep the 5. Cause you'll be all right with the 5. Cause if push come to shove, man, you got Tony Pollard that can go in. See, this is why I think that maybe they could keep a Lepke because this is how I see it, right? You keep your 5, right? We already know who our 5 is, Turpin and Tolbert, right? If we want to go, don't forget Tony Pollard can go ahead and play some type of wide out too. Deuce Vaughn can line up as some type of wide out too. You know what I mean? So all of our running backs can catch out the backfield and provide a weapon for us out the backfield. So we got versatility there. So even though he might want to go 6, like I said, I just haven't seen number 6 just really stand out, be like, you got to keep number 6. That's all I'm saying, y'all. Yeah, semi gone. Yeah. Semi gone, y'all. Hello. Yeah, Simi gone. Hey, look, we gave Simi all the chance in the world to make this team, y'all. We gave him all the chance in the world. It just ain't work out. That's fine. It's kind of like the Trey Lance, right? They said he didn't have enough experience coming in, so they gave him a couple years. Well, they gave you a couple years, man, and it still ain't work out. So they got to move on. Hoodlum. So they're gonna have to move on. Yeah, 3 years, that's enough time, y'all. In the NFL scheme, and pretty much in the same scheme, yeah, that's enough time, man. If you can't get it down in 3 to show us something that you can give me some potential, that you can at least be my number 6, nah. But that's where I'm at on luck. D-line, definitely got to go a little long. Go long there. Like I said, man, if Fohoku didn't make this team, I'd be highly, highly disappointed. Also, I want to see what they do with the linebackers, though. That's, to me, I think everything else is kind of self-explanatory, right? It's just pretty much on the offense, like I said, with the wide receiver, the tight end, and Lepke is just preference. But I believe that judging off of what we got in Mike McCarthy's history, to me, I'll lean more to Lepke making it over than keeping going long at them other positions. Because Lepke wouldn't even see the reason why Lepke could even be more of a selection is because Stevens is not here. If Stevens was here, then I think that'd be a no-brainer because of the special teams things that he brought and the goal line things that he brings to the table. But because he's on injured reserve, I believe Lepke has a nice. Hold up, let me answer this call, y'all. Hello. You live already? Yeah. I'm calling for permission to buy stuff. What's that? What's the extra? Do we need it? Yes, because those are the best. They're kind of disgusting, and they're king size pillows from us. Originally $40, on sale for $25.99, and it comes with 2 in a pack. All right, you can get that. And then I was wondering, I'd buy you some shirts and joggers. Yeah. All right. But yeah, man. What was I get ready to say? I like Billy Ray. Yeah, we was just talking hoodlum about Billy Ray. They gotta figure out how to keep that man. But linebacker, y'all, is especially if Donovan Wilson is damn near playing linebacker. Curse is damn near playing linebacker, and they talking about Marquise Bell playing some type of linebacker role. How deep is we about to go at linebacker is my question. Right? Because third linebacker is a concern. It is a concern. It is concern. As much as we like the versatility from our safeties, bro, I think the 4 linebackers, man, I think it's a must. I think it's a must. Like I said, especially with the Leighton Vander Esch injury history, I think you're gonna have to keep them 4. I think it's like I said, if you don't get that vet, or because everybody get ready to get cut this week, so you can wait, make some moves here and there, but assuming that we don't get a better option, I believe you got to keep Cox and Harper. Assuming that you don't get, yeah, I agree, Corey. Because the reason why I'm vouching for Harper to make it is because of his in between the tackle presence. Because he has the best in between the tackle presence than all of our linebackers. Not saying that they can't do it and they're bums at doing it. No, but as far as just the physicality that he brings, he has the best in between the tackle presence. And like I said, if we're gonna go ahead, man, and be more physical, then you have to give players, man, who are physical, who are aggressive, who are gonna come up and hit, right? You see, we had that all in one with Overshawn. Overshawn was gonna pop you, he was gonna cover you, he was gonna hit you in the blitz, he was gonna do a whole bunch of things that we didn't need to have this conversation. But because he's missing, now we got to go ahead and replace him with probably like 2 players, if not 3. So, the good thing about it is Donovan Wilson is here. And hopefully they don't overwork him and Curse, because hopefully they kind of ease up their load as far as playing in the box and roll with these linebackers. That's what the linebackers is here for, to be the cleanup man, to clean it up. Save that versatility for the end of the year, to keep them fresh. Because I know Curse was all banged up. Donovan was all banged up, right? Keep them as fresh as possible. There may be games in the course of the season where, they're going to have to play and they're going to have to end it for us, though. But keep them boys as fresh as possible. Keep the versatility fresh. Let the linebackers, man, who's supposed to get ugly and nasty, do the dirty work, especially with games coming up like the San Francisco 49ers. Lo, what's going on? Got a co-worker that thinks the Giants have a chance to win. Hey, they're going to have to drug test that man, Lo. They're going to have to drug test that man, Lo. Yeah, they're going to have to drug test that man. We're going to win it. We're going to beat the Giants. It may be a decent game at first. They're going to come to play. It's open tonight. They're going to come to play. They're going to come out trying to pop, hit, try to show us they fancy little gadgets, try to show us a little Isaiah Simmons. They're going to try to show Waller a little bit. They're going to try to show out. But we built for that. We built to go in, man, and cover people like Waller. We built for that. Like I said, they'll try to compete, but Dallas will pull that out. They ain't got no chance. Hey, Lo, tell him to put his money where his mouth is, Lo. Tell them to put their money where their mouth is, man. Because, man, I'm telling you, man, I can't wait for that game. Season here, y'all. Season here. We ain't got that many to the decisions ain't really too tough. It's just as far as just where do you want to go long at, and we got to keep them people on a roster that we don't want to cut because we want to keep them for the now or the future. That's it. Everything else, y'all, the roster already played out. I'll tell you, the roster was pretty much figured out in totality, man. The second game. Pretty much. Second game. The little blue and white scrimmage, man, that didn't really tell me nothing. Walesko, I forgot to talk about Walesko. Walesko had a game. Walesko definitely improved from his past game. I liked his mirror. He made some good, he made a couple good little seal blocks. But other than that, one thing that I don't like right now about Walesko is the physicality in his game right now. I ain't liking the physicality right now, man. I think, I want to see a little bit more aggression from him, no. But as far as his ability to move and wall off, even though that's all you really need at tackle, he can do that. Now, do they trust him to be your swing tackle is the question. Judging off of the swing tackles that we've had in recent years, especially with Jason Peters, man, him being about 55, 60 years old, man, coming off the couch talking about he could play again, knowing good and well, man, that man was on one leg last year. That man just need to go ahead, man, get to the Hall of Fame, man, and go ahead and pop that beer and that pizza open, man. Pop that chicken and beer open like Ludacris, man. Quit playing, man. So judging off of what we already had, man, I mean, I believe you can roll with Let's Go. My thing is, to me, see, you know how when we had Bold Ear, we was like, oh, man, his pass protection sucked, but he decent at run game. Decent at the run game. My thing is, well, Lesko is he kind of decent at the pass game, but he a little soft in the run game. It's like the opposite with him. Yeah. That's the thing. As I stated earlier in the broadcast, I believe that Bass, him being a swing guard, is better than Farniak and being a guard center. I'd rather take a strength at both guards than take a guard center who weak. Let's be honest with you. The versatility, bro. Let's be honest with you. Farniak he got to win off of technique. And if he ain't winning off of technique, bro, he's no good. Let's be honest. Yo, offensive tackle depth. See, this my thing is. I'd rather go with a Walesko, a Awesome Richards, and a Bass. They's like, who are gonna be our backup center? Well, Zach Martin. If push come to shove, Zach Martin. Because I don't want to lose a guard in Bass. Because I'm missing a backup center. What good would Lindstrom do if all he can do is play center? What good does he do for me if push comes to shove? What good does Farniak do for me if he can't be a decent option at guard and center? Okay, you could play it, but I'm not confident in you. Bass has damn near put up a almost flawless preseason. I can't say the same for Farniak. And Farniak is a vet with NFL experience. And he came in when he had to come in. And he getting whooped. See, look at it like this. He getting whooped by backups. These are second and third stringers whooping on. So what makes you think Leonard Williams and Dexter Lawrence gonna do to him? What makes you think what you think Deron Payne to do to him? Jonathan, what you think they gonna do to him? Huh? What you think that Ed Oliver gonna do to him? What you think Quentin Williams gonna do to that boy? Gonna do him bad. He gonna do him bad. So I'd rather roll with somebody, man, who just ain't got none of the experience though, but can play some ball. We can go ahead, man, and roll with you and roll with the punches on your rookie mistakes. Because I know you're gonna be going against better competition, but you go against good competition in practice. So it ain't like you don't see no top quality people. That's all I'm saying, man. If I really had to go with everything, y'all, with the three, it'll be Walesko, Awesome Richards, because Awesome Richards can be a left side player for you. Bass, Walesko, and Awesome Richards. Josh Ball, he got hurt. I don't know the extent of his injury though. But my thing is, man, you done started you was kind of coming to your own at guard, and you have the ability. Well, at least they tried to put you in at tackle, but it didn't work. So, see, my thing is, look, it'll be a no-brainer for Josh Ball if we had confidence in playing him at tackle. That'll be a no-brainer. Then Walesko will probably be on the chopping block. But because they had to put him in at guard and at right guard and no confidence with him at tackle, you might gonna have to be the odd man out. I know you adjusting to a new position, but you had time. You had time for it to work at tackle. We didn't see you in the game experience, and we didn't see you this preseason. You had time. Now, if we can put you on injured reserve real quick, can we put him on injured reserve and keep him? I'm with that. That was that injured reserve, the designated to come back. I'm with that. I'm definitely with that. So if hopefully nothing happens to a front office, but if Bass had to come in, it didn't work out. Awesome wasn't ready. I know that, hey, at least I can run the ball a little bit with Josh Ball. And since we're going to be getting the ball out quick, we ain't got to really worry about that too much. But that's how I'm seeing it right now. Put that man Josh Ball on injured reserve real quick, designated to come back. So if you did have him over, you can keep Bass, right? We might gotta be creative a little bit to keep an Isaiah Land, because we got D ends and D tackles. We kind of long there. So you got to find a way to keep Isaiah Land. And regardless if you have a plan for Lepke or not, you got to keep him. So unless they don't have no plan and all of a sudden Lepke, your shoulder hurt. Look, when you did that last night, when you went to sleep, did your shoulder hurt? Did your shoulder hurt a little bit, Lepke? Yeah. Oh, y'all for the season. You know what I mean? You gotta make sure, man, you keep that man. You gotta make sure you keep that man. Because it's crazy though. We've been talking about these type of players since the beginning, during the draft. And what we believe that they can do, they're doing it. Lepke is doing it. We like, Land got a little pass rush on him. He's doing it. Everything that we evaluated, they're doing right now. Deuce Vaughn, they're doing it. So if we can see it, if we can see Fajoku, if we can see all these players, then I know for sure Will McClay and Jerry Jones going to have to see it the way we see it. The only thing I'm going to give them grace on is whether they go long at wide receiver or not. That's the only thing I'm going to give them grace on. But if Mike McCarthy talking about running that ball, if he talking about that short passing game, then Lepke is your best option. This is facts. Lepke is better than your 6th wide receiver right now. Lepke is better than your 4th tight end right now. That's all I'm saying. And if they talking about keeping the best players and having that versatility there, but I don't think we really having no conversation right now. I don't think there's really nothing to discuss right now. If it was me, my decision, I'm going with 4 running backs on the 53. I'm going with 4 this year, especially if you're going by committee and TP just coming off that injury, and you got a rookie with Vaughn and Dowdle has been banged up. Why not 4? You got to save yourself, and that 4 will save yourself. I'm taking Lepke over Malik Davis for sure. That 4 will save you. That's all I'm saying. Hey, that's also I was getting ready to say, Corey. Shoot, if Dak can go ahead, man. Yeah, because he called it play decent. Hey, look, and I like what Mike McCarthy did. You know, how you see the game, Dak. And I'm pretty sure they're going to evaluate how he see the game. Now, look, if you can do all that, Dak, and you got control of the playbook like that, Dak, and we not seeing you audibling out of certain plays, if we ain't seeing you pull a Romo and taking really control of this offense, which you haven't done your whole career, if you could take control, we cooking. And then instead of going ahead, man, and kicking you off the door after this year, you can go ahead and play your 2 years. And after that, it's time for Lance. Come on. Come on, y'all. I mean, we know that. We done slept on it for a couple of days, y'all. We done slept on it for a couple of days, y'all. We know that Lance didn't come here to be the backup. When I heard, was it John Elway? Was it John Elway or Lynch? Damn, it ain't Elway. Man, whoever the damn 49ers GM was, man. He said, hey, the Cowboys really wanted Trey Lance. So the others may have been offering a 5th-round pick, a bum player, a 6th-round pick. Will McClay and Jerry said, I'll give you a 4th. Done deal. He gonna play. So, like I said, if Dak can go ahead and take control of this offense, we'll give you the 2 years. We'll give you the 2 so Trey Lance can do his thing, develop, and we could have an Aaron Rodgers type situation. Not saying he's going to be Aaron Rodgers, though, but we could have an Aaron Rodgers situation so whenever he get in, he ready to go. That's all I'm saying, y'all. Lynch, okay. That's all I'm saying, man. But if I see that Dak Prescott tripping and he being bashful, timid, and not doing what he's supposed to do, he a vet. He has no competition in the NFC whatsoever as far as quarterback-wise. Our team, talent-wise, is one of the best, if not the best, in the NFC, if not the NFL. If he can't do what he got to do with this roster, I don't give a damn where Trey Lance is at. We might as well rock with him. I'm just being serious. Now, like I said, this year, the rest of the year, we're going to go ahead and do what we got to do. And if Dak tripping, then we just got to roll with Cooper Rush, right? Unless Trey Lance is ready. Because, I believe it's only going to take that man about 2 months to go ahead and get acclimated. And they working on him right now. They say, hey, Trey Lance, you see that? hey, Trey Lance, look, I'm looking at your preseason tape. Hey, man, you need to go ahead and set your feet right here. Man, you need to go ahead. They working on everything right now. You don't think Trey Lance out there working? Oh, man, they on that man line right now. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. It is what it is, man. That see, they talking about Trey Lance, right? And look though, let me use this example for you to combat, because I wasn't able to answer the other day. Let me put this. We thought that Dak Prescott wasn't ready when we drafted him. We thought that Dak Prescott needed to be a developmental quarterback for a year or two. And Dak Prescott came in after the couple months he was in there and took over. And the rest is history. That's all I'm saying. So you telling me in a couple months, I'm not saying that Trey Lance is going to go ahead and be anything, but you telling me that the same can't happen for Trey Lance, especially if all the tools is there? And you can look at Trey Lance, man. I can look at Trey Lance and tell he a little asshole. I can tell he a little asshole, man. I can tell he got a little. I can look at you and tell, man, what this man about, man. Oh, okay. Because I never really look. You just never really look at somebody until they come on your team. Like, oh, okay. I know what we getting with him. I just tell you this. He definitely going to have more confidence in Dak Prescott. I can tell you that. He could definitely going to have more confidence in Dak Prescott. That's one thing I can guarantee you. I can guarantee you that. I can guarantee you that. So you just never know. Because Cooper Rush is the backup regardless. If they had to have a quarterback to take over, I'm pretty sure that they would want to keep Cooper Rush as a backup and roll with Trey Lance. If Cooper Rush would just be in the ear, it ain't nothing to dumb that playbook down and make it simple so he can get it. So if Dak Prescott can have a year like he had the first year, conservative, man, and able to go ahead and run what's best for him, why you think quarterback guru Mike McCarthy can't do the same thing for him, especially when you got weapons? When you look at the equation, man, he got everything from top to bottom. He got speed at running back. He got good tight ends. He got a good receiving core, and he got a Pro Bowler offensive line. Every one of your offensive linemen is Pro Bowlers. Every one of them is Pro Bowl talent. How can you not have success? And like they say, oh, Shanahan just want to do it his way. Okay, cool. But Mike McCarthy gonna work with you. Even better. Mike McCarthy gonna work with us. You don't think Mike McCarthy co-signed on that? You don't think Will McClay co-signed on that? Jerry, like, okay. You think he could be the franchise quarterback? Yes. With Mike McCarthy? Yes. You don't think that they had that type of conversation? Hey, look, if Dak tripping, hey, whatever happens with Trey Lance, whatever happens, I got patience with him. I ain't got patience with Dak. I'm sorry, y'all. I know I've been having people tap in with me up on here. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't have patience with Dak. I didn't have damn near 10 years of patience with Dak. 10 years. I'm looking at other quarterbacks in their first, second, and third year. Show them something. I've had damn near 10 years of patience with that. I ain't got no more patience. I don't got all that. No, look. I ain't saying that. Like, look, he gonna have to show me. Make me a believer. Make me a believer. Just like Tolbert had to make us a believer to count him in, Dak Prescott gonna have to do the same thing and make me a believer. So when we go against the Jets, the Niners, the Bills, when we go against some tough games, the games that we ain't supposed to win, and not choking the games that we're supposed to win, like the Jaguars and Green Bay Packers, that's what's going to make me a believer. And if I ain't seeing that, I don't care if we won them games or not. How we win makes a difference too in my evaluation with Dak Prescott. Just because we may go undefeated don't mean Dak Prescott played good. That just mean his whole team was good. And it just is what it was. Like I said, man, we was winning games with Cooper Rush. So that should tell you about the team and what we had going on. So before we go ahead and crown Dak Prescott like he gonna do this and do that, we got to remember we was winning games with Cooper Rush was throwing the ball like 15 times. So he gonna have to make me a believer. He gonna have to make me a believer. Because right now, I'm just rolling with him because he's the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys and I want him to have success. And I know he can do it, but that's all I go. That's how far I can go. He's the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys, and I know he can. He has the capability to do it, though. But having the potential and the capability to do something is different from actually doing it. We all have the capability to go walk a mile, but that don't mean we're going to walk a mile. So it's a matter of him doing now. I don't want to hear about, oh, he can do it. We know he can do it. Because he wouldn't be the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys if he couldn't do it. Now he got to do it. There's no excuse for him not to do it. And I'm going to keep harping this the whole year. There is no excuse for him not to do it. It's a must he do it. Because if he don't do it, it ain't Mike McCarthy's fault. I can promise you that. If we don't win this year, it's going to be Mike McCarthy or Dak Prescott. And I'm going to be honest with you. I done seen enough for Mike to choose Mike over Dak Prescott. Trey Lance, look, Jerry and them already preparing for Dak Prescott to choke. Dak Prescott get ready to get, what, $60 million next year? You don't think they about to give a quarterback $60 million that's going to go ahead, man, and choke when it matters the most? Why am I going to pay you like a top 5, top 7 quarterback and you can't even produce like one? Like I said, if I'm going to pay you like one, the good quarterbacks make something out of nothing. I looked at Russell Wilson in Seattle make something out of nothing. Tom Brady can make something out of nothing. Patrick Mahomes can make something out of nothing. Joe Burrow can make something out of nothing. I see other quarterbacks make something out of nothing. But the higher quarterbacks that I named, they just do it better. I have yet to see Dak Prescott make something out of nothing. People want to talk about, oh, with the Dak, we open it up. Y'all messed up and allowing Cooper Rush to play as many games as he did for us to be as successful as we was with Cooper Rush. So that tells me, is that really Dak Prescott? Yeah, he a better quarterback than Cooper Rush. We know that. But let's be honest with you, though. If that man at times did what Jimmy Garoppolo did to the Niners, this did enough. The Niners went to the Super Bowl with Jimmy Garoppolo because he just did enough. And Cooper Rush just did enough with Noah Brown. They talking about the weapons. I didn't see Cooper Rush make excuses when he had Noah Brown to throw it to. When Gallup was hurt, He didn't get the same Gallup that Dak got, even though Gallup was banged up. He got a CD that wasn't ready yet. He got a CD that was trying to come into his own. We remember that. And he was still winning and beat the Bengals. So we can't be talking about Dak this and Dak that when we done seen a backup quarterback do more with less. When Dak came back in the fold, CD was starting to pick up momentum. Gallup, but then was starting to go ahead and come back more. We were starting to get a little bit more healthier. Come on, man. Come on, man. I ain't seen nobody point out them facts yet. I ain't seen nobody point out them facts yet. So no, if we fail, it's Dak. We done fired Kellen Moore and then gave you another thing that fits you best, Dak. Everything around this team fits Dak. And if Dak can't win with this, it's your fault, Dak. You have come on, man. The blame is him. I don't care what happens. The blame is him. We already know we're about to go through some adversity. You got to go through adversity every single year. There's something that you got to overcome every single game. Nah. I'm not taking that BS. I'm not taking anything less than what we came here to do this year. And that's win. That's all I'm saying, y'all. That is all I'm saying, y'all. It's time to put up or shut up, man. If Dak can't do it this year, why the hell would I pay him even more money next year to deal with a different team? Why would I pay him even more? Absolutely not, man. Hello? For how many? For 30 rows? Just get 2 of them. We need some more? Oh, okay, then get another one for the house. Or all right. All right. All right. Yeah. So, yeah, man. There ain't no excuses, y'all. He didn't had a healthy year. You got Brandon Cooks. Everything that we've been talking about to do, he brought it in. Oh, we ain't got no deep threat. We got Brandon Cooks. Oh, we need an offensive line. Bam. Gallup is supposed to be healthy. Tolbert is coming to his own. Turpin is taking the next step as a wide receiver. You have speed at wide receiver, and you have wide receivers and tight ends that can attack everywhere on the field. You got running backs that can take it to the house at any time. You got 3 running backs that can take it to the crib any given time. Ain't no way that I'm about to put up with that stuff this year. I'm sorry, I'm not. If I'm gonna do that, I might as well speed up the growth and development of Trey Lance this year. I'll be honest with y'all. I ain't got no patience. I might as well speed up the growth and development of Trey Lance this year. You know, because Michael Parsons already think that he gonna have to. The defense gonna have to carry them anyway. From that interview, I don't know if y'all watched it yet, but from that interview, even with the weapons that he got, Michael Parsons still came with the tone that he was gonna have to carry this offense. Ain't no way that you should have to carry this offense with the weapons that we got. So what is that telling you? He don't believe in foe. Now I'm coming to y'all with an open mind, even keel. I'm not too over. I'm not too over the left. I'm not too over the right. I'm in the middle. I just want to see it. That's all. And I need to see it more than one game. I need to see it all year. Because if I don't see it all year, then how could I have the confidence that I'm going to see it when it matters the most in the playoffs? That's all I'm saying, y'all. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm not going to have the confidence. You got to show me in a season. Y'all ever notice, man? If y'all, I don't know if y'all pay attention sometimes though, or ever go back and look. Do y'all remember some of the adversity that some of these Super Bowl teams go through during the season and how they overcome it and catch fire to go ahead and make a nice playoff run? Come on. So the adversity that we got to come, our quarterback is going to have to get us over that top. I don't give a damn if we had the number one defense in the league. If Dak don't do his job, we still ain't gonna win, y'all. Who's been winning the Super Bowls lately? Quarterbacks: Mahomes, Brady, Stafford. Quarterbacks have been winning the Super Bowl lately, not complete teams. Niners had a cool little team. Mahomes beat them. They said that the Philadelphia Eagles was the best team in the league. Mahomes beat them. The Rams had Aaron Donald, was it Von Miller, Leonard Floyd, was it Ramsey, right? They had running backs by committee with with Cooper Kupp, Odell Beckham, Higbee, and you know what the trade that they make that year to try to win it all? Guess who? Matt Stafford. If they don't get Stafford, they don't win no Super Bowl. So that should tell you, no matter what this defense do, no matter how good this offense is, if Dak don't ball, we gonna fall. Let's see these cuts, man. Let's see these cuts. Let's see these cuts, man. But all right, y'all, man. That's my time for the day, man. Appreciate y'all for coming through, man. If you forgot to hit that like button, hit that like button for me so I can get up in this algorithm, man. Appreciate y'all for the support. Appreciate y'all for coming through, chopping it up with me. And till next time, y'all, we up out of here.